This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, welcome to Kumar Consulting. So guys, in this session, once again we are going to continue basic setting itself. In previous session also, we covered this basic setting, but in basic setting, we covered fiscal year variant. As I said, there are certain topics guys, which we have to discuss one by one, theoretically and practically both. So first of all, we have seen fiscal year variant and it's already explained in details. What is this fiscal year variant? Why we set up fiscal year variant, fiscal year as a variant, right? How to set up these all things. Okay. Now, so what next, guys? Posting period variant. So we'll have a look here in posting period variant. Okay. So what is this posting period variant all about? Look at here, guys. Now, posting period variant controls the posting of transactions for a specific period. Okay. Now here, I'll just quote an example. Let's suppose there is a user. This user, let's suppose, has received one invoice. Okay, because if you talk about like whatever the vendors and customers are there, right? So lots of vendor invoices, customer invoices, GVs, lots of transactions are getting posted. Now here, user A, let's suppose, is the part of account payable. So user A has received an invoice on, let's suppose, 25th of, let me change. Okay, so now here, on this date, we have received the invoice on this date. Okay, now, so 25th, if the invoice was received on this date, right, then it was supposed to be posted or recorded on the same date. Okay, as per accounting principle and rules also, transaction must be recorded whenever it is taking place. Now here, this user, let's suppose, this user has forgotten to post this transactions. Okay, this is called, let's suppose, invoice date. This user has forgotten to post this invoice on this date. Now, say for example, after 15 days, this user is able to remember, or after 20 days, user is able to remember on this date, right? On this date, user is able to remember. So on this date, the actual posting is happening. Okay. Now here, what is happening? Let's suppose if they are not using any other ERP, like let's suppose they are not on SAP. They are using different ERP, might be Tally or any customized ERP or any QuickBook or lots of other ERPs are there. So now here, what is happening? Or they are using the books of account itself. So what is happening? Like let's suppose we are having. So what will happen? This fellow is not having any kind of burden and all or tension and all. Why? Because he knows very well that even though it's 10th of August or 12th of August or 28th of August, whatever it is, but he is having options to manipulate the book. It means this, let's suppose they're using the books of account itself, okay, purchase registers. So now we are in August month, okay. So the transactions belong to July. Transactions belong to July and we are in August month. this fellow what is going to do? Simply going to bring the August month register and will make some editing somewhere. He is going to insert this transaction also. Okay, this transaction is going to be inserted in the previous month purchase register. Or is, let's suppose, if any customized ERP is there, in that also they'll be having some workaround, and they will post the transactions in the previous state. Okay, now so the question is, where is the issue? Okay, he forgotten, like it's okay, he posted this in the previous. If the transactions belong to July, it was posted in the July register itself or books of account itself. So where is the problem? There is no problem, guys, but yes, problem will happen during audit. Okay, let's suppose in July month, there was a total transactions, let's suppose, worth of, I'll quote a very small amount, guys, so that it will be easy to. Okay, so the total transaction which was posted worth of 1,000 rupees. In August month, it's already in progress. Okay, now so this is the total invoice amount, let's suppose. Now on this invoice amount, let's suppose on this whatever it's service related invoices and all, now on that total TDS got deducted, let's suppose 10%, it means 100 rupees. So everything is finalized, the book has been closed. Okay, so now here and total payable, so now total invoice worth of 1,000 and total, in the sense multiple invoices I'm talking about, and on that total TDS has been calculated, that is 100 rupees. So if we calculate the total payable, then the total payable will be 900. 1,000 minus TDS, total invoice amount minus TDS, 900. This is okay. The book has been, let's suppose this is closed, everything is done. Now this fellow has realized that I have made a mistake and forgotten to post an invoice which was belongs to July month. So now simply this guy is going to change, in the sense will adjust, will do certain, what is this one. Now, so what is happening? He is going to add like 1,000 plus, let's suppose 100, 1,000 plus, let's suppose 100. So this is the transaction. Now, so this is going to be adjusted, guys. So it is total how much? 1,100 rupees, and based on that, even if we adjust the TDS also, it will be 110. Books of account got adjusted. Now instead of 1,000, in that 100 has been added, so it will be 1,100 rupees. Okay, and total TDS, let's suppose if somebody is going to adjust, if they are having options to adjust, it's okay. 110 has been, he or she made this 110. Okay, now so the total payable will be how much? Now it will be 1,100 minus 110, so 990, right? This is the total payable. Okay, but if you talk about whatever the TDS has been deducted, okay, the actual was 100. Everybody just be on mute, okay, so that there won't be any noise. Okay, so now here actual, if you talk about the actual deduction of this TDS, it was 100 rupees itself. Now what is happening later in August month? In August month, this fellow has brought the books of July and made the adjustment, in the sense inserted certain entries. Okay, so now the TDS from 100 it got changed to 110. Okay, but generally what is happening, guys, whichever the TDS are getting deducted, let's suppose there will be certain deadline like till 5th of every month. In the sense like, see, every month TDS is getting deducted. Let's suppose whatever this, what to say, like from whatever July month TDS is there. Let's suppose like from 1st of July till 31st of July, whichever amount has been deducted, it's going to be like somewhere you have to, whatever the respective department is there, tax department is there, right? Let's suppose we have remitted this, in the sense the payment has been made till 3rd or 4th or 5th of next month. It is going to be, the payments are going to be remitted, in the sense whatever the TDS related amounts are there. So on 31st of July, the book has been closed and they finalize that yes, this is the final TDS amount. Okay, or might be people are going to give some 1 or 2 days extra for this closing. Okay, they finalized, and what is the final amount they found, guys? It was 100 rupees itself. So if you talk about the actual payment of TDS, actual TDS payment, that is how much? The actual TDS payment is 100 rupees itself. Okay, the actual TDS payment is 100 rupees itself. Whereas the books of account, it's showing 110. It means TDS got deducted 110, but what is happening? The actual payment was made in 100 rupees itself. So whenever the internal audit or external audit is going to happen of this particular organization, say for example, if the audit is going to happen, then in that case, what is happening? Auditor will most likely, they are going to find out. Okay, if somehow they found out this mistake and all, then what will happen, guys? This is not at all good for our reputed organizations, right? Any kind of discrepancies in terms of tax and other things are not tolerated, right? So now, because of the mistake made by one guy, right? Look at here the impact. Okay, the actual payment of tax is less than the actual deduction. Okay, but later on, what is happening, because he inserted this, so now it's very difficult to identify who has done this, when they have done this, right? And lots of things are there. So I explained this scenario. Okay, let's suppose if we are using some different ERP, or if we are using some books of account or registers and all. Now we'll talk about SAP. Okay, now let's suppose in Tata Motor, SAP is going to be implemented. SAP is going to be implemented. So what will happen? These fellows, in the sense A or any such kind of other his teammates or team members, or like whatever the other employees are there, these people are very much habituated of these things, and so that they are very much careless. Why? Because they know that even if you forgotten to post any transactions, no issues, we can make some adjustment posting and all, and this is how we are going to escape and won't be able to, no one will be able to find out our mistakes and all. Now they have switched from whatever their previous ERP is there, from there to SAP, or even if they are maintaining the books accounts and whatever the things are there, that is past, in the sense that become history. Now they have switched to SAP. So guys, SAP is having control. What control? SAP is having a functionality called period open and close functionality. Okay, so for that we have to define this posting period variant. Look at here, posting period variant controls the posting of a transaction for a specific period. Say for example, look at here, guys. Okay, so here, okay, I brought this here. it's happening like this. Okay, now here, let's suppose we are having this posting period variant. So what is happening, guys? Now in posting period variant, let's suppose we have defined a posting, or company code is TM02, right? So even posting period variant, we have to define a posting period variant in SAP. Okay, we are going to define a posting period variant, and the posting period variant also have defined, let's suppose a code will be defined, TM02. Okay, like let's suppose we have defined posting period variant. Okay, posting period variant. We have to define a variant, and let's suppose the posting period variant, so it's a 4-digit code. Okay, 4-digit code is there. Now let's suppose our company code is, and our company code is TM02, right? So here company code is TM02. Okay, and even posting period variant also I'm going to define with the same code. I'll tell you guys, better to define with the same code so that it will be quite easy to remember all these things, or else what will happen, every time we'll forget what posting period code I have given, what field status variant code I have given, right? What chart of account code I have given. Later on these things will be covered. So even for posting period variant also I'm going to use the same code. Okay, so we have defined a posting period variant. Okay, so and this posting period variant is going to be assigned against your company code. Assignment is also required, guys, because this posting period variant I have defined for Tata Motor, that you know and I know. How SAP will come to know? So assignment must be there. It means we have defined a posting period variant, and then we have assigned this posting period variant against our company code. Assignment is also there. Okay, so here the assignment is happening against your company code. Now what is the use of this posting period variant, guys? So it controls the transaction posting, and for a particular or a specific period in the sense month. Now let's suppose I'll just give a very easy example, and then we'll show you guys in SAP how it is going to happen. So let's suppose we are having this TM02, that is your posting period variant, and this is linked with your company code also. Now whenever a transaction is getting posted, now let's suppose take the same example. Now let's suppose same example. Let's suppose this incident has happened in the previous year, in 2018. Now we'll take the example of 2019. Say for example, the same things has happened. So now what is happening, guys? When this fellow was in July, like when we were in July month, right? So July month means what, guys? If you talk about July month, then July month is which period? Just let me know, guys. July month is which period? How, which period is July? Anybody just reply.
So if it is Indian calendar year, it's fourth month. If it is calendar year, it's seventh month.
Okay. So yes, everybody are saying 4. Here I got the reply also from Kader, Sandeep, everybody, Hansraj. So everybody has given the reply. Okay, so whatever you are saying is correct. 4th, because April 1st, May 2nd, June, what is the 3rd, and July is the 4th period, right? Since we are following April to March. Okay, if it is Jan to December, then of course July is the 7th period. That is quite easy. So here in July month, 4th period will be open. Okay, everybody are posting the transaction. It's okay. Till now there is no problem. The moment we entered in the next month, that is August month, then what will happen? August month means your next period. That is fifth period is going to be open. But even the previous period also will be open for 2-3 days. So that what will happen, whatever the adjustment related entries are there, okay, because in month end lots of activities they'll user has to do, and they'll be having some workload. So whatever the adjustment related entries are there, they can do. Okay, so now look at here. Let's suppose today is, let's suppose on till 3rd of August. August period is also open and July period is also open. Look at here, in the sense from period 4, it means July and then August, both are open. Okay, it means what is happening, guys? It means user will be able to post a transactions which belongs to July period also, and user will be able to post a transactions which belongs to August period also. Okay, but after 3rd, once it become 4th of August, then what is happening? July period is going to be closed. Now there is no more entry accepted in July period. Okay, if anybody has to post the transaction in July period, then once again this period need to be open. This period need to be open, but for that you need to approach to your project manager, you need to approach your manager or TL, whoever the senior guys are there, because those people will be having authorizations. Okay, to open and close the periods. You guys cannot do this. In the sense, like associate level people, ground level people cannot be able to open and close the period. So now what is happening on 4th? It's closed. So now this fellow has realized on which date? 10th of August. 10th of August. So now this fellow is trying to post our transactions on which date? 10th of August. But at the time of posting the transaction, there will be in SAP, there will be certain field, guys. In that field we are having like options, document date and posting date. We'll explain the logic behind document date and posting date. There will be a topic called terms of payment or payment terms at that point of time. Right now, just assume that posting date itself. Simply assume that posting date, in the sense like whenever the transactions are going to be posted. So this fellow, instead of, since today is 10th, so posting date by default system is going to bring 10th of August itself. But this fellow is going to edit this 10th of August, and he or she will use 25th of July. In posting date field, generally system is going to give you system is going to propose 10th of August. But now instead of 10th of August, user is going to edit it and user is going to make it 25th of July, right? It is like user is going to edit from 10th to 25th of July. Okay, and then user is trying to post these transactions. But I'll tell you guys, whenever user is going to post this transaction, the system is going to check. Okay, this is like 25th 07/2019. So here, if you guys are able to remember, and we have also defined what fiscal year variant, right? So in fiscal year variant, system is going to find out whether whichever the things, like let's suppose, let me fill up here. Okay, so now whichever transaction is getting posted, okay, it belongs to 25th 07/2019. So in background, system is going to check which fiscal year variant we are using. System came to know it is non-calendar year. And what is the beginning of that? Like non-calendar year means April to March, because this setting we have done in fiscal year variant, guys. So easily system will come to know this non-calendar year means April to March. We have already defined, and March is the first period, right? March is going to be treated as a first period, and then sorry, it's a like mistake. April is going to be treated as a first period, okay, and May 2nd, this is third, and July is the fourth period, right? Likewise, fifth, and so on so forth. And here it will be 9, right? And then here 10th, 11th, 12th, right? 10, 12. This is what it will be. So easily system is going to convert like 07 means July. Okay, July is which period? Fourth period. Okay, since the transaction is getting posted in this date, so 07 means July, and July is fourth period as per our whatever the fiscal year variant we have defined. As per that, what is happening? July is going to be treated as a fourth period, guys. And look at here, system is going to check, okay, fourth period. So system is going to check which posting period we have defined for and assigned for Tata Motor. So it is TM02, which is assigned against our company code also. Now system will check against this TM02 posting period variant. Look at here, against this TM02 posting period variant, which period we have opened. So system found that from period 5 and to period 5, it means only one period is open. If it is from period 4 and to period 5, it means from 4 to 5, it means July is also open and August is also open. But here the scene is different. Only August period is open. It means we have locked, we have just trying to understand, guys, it's quite easy. We have locked the previous period and even future period also. Okay, we have locked the previous period and future period also for posting. It means posting will be always allowed in the current period itself, and that is July. Okay, so now here user is posting in the previous period, system will not allow to post the transaction. Okay, then this fellow is going to receive an error. System will throw an error and saying that the period 04 is not open. Okay, or the period 04 is already closed. So it means now what will happen, guys? This guy is not having authorizations to open the previous period. Now what will happen? Now he or she has to approach to the team leader, to the manager, requesting them that I have made a mistake and the invoice which belongs to 25th of July is not posted yet. Okay, so kindly open the previous period so that I will post these transactions on the correct posting date. Why? Because and why it requires like why this transaction supposed to be posted on 25th of July, guys? Because if you are going to post on 25th, from there itself, now there will be a contract between vendor and companies that okay, if you are going to whatever the invoices we are receiving from vendor, the payments will be made after 30 days or after 45 days or after 60 days from the date of posting. So if the posting is going to be, if the transaction is going to be posted on a correct date, then only the 30 days, whatever the payment terms is there, that is going to be calculated perfectly by system. This is also going to calculate by system perfectly, automatically. Okay. So it means transaction must be posted on the date on which it has taken place. So if you want to make the posting on 25th of July, then what will happen? Previous period must be open, right? So he has to or she has to approach to the project manager, sorry, or TL or whoever the authorized person is there. So now what will happen? Once, then what will happen, guys? He has to accept the mistake also. So guys, mistake means you can do it once or twice. You cannot do it several times. Then next time onwards, what is happening, guys? Next time onwards, this guys will be quite, what to say, vigilant and all in terms of like whatever the transactions are, whatever invoices he is receiving, trying to post on the same day and all, in order to avoid any such kind of mistake, because he knows that already he has made some mistake and already it is noticed by the management. If he approached to the management third time and fourth time and all, then that is going to be counted as a negative, right? So look at here, guys, this is how a kind of control is also happening. A kind of control is there on the employee, isn't it? And even there might be chances there. What is the benefit of this period open close? This is the one. There might be chances that you are going to post a transactions which belongs to, let's suppose, August month. Now we are in August period. So instead of let's suppose this is 20 years. So instead of posting the transactions in August month, you have given, instead of 08, we are going to give 09. Then what will happen, guys? If there is no such kind of functionality, then system will allow to post the transaction even in future months also, which is not possible. How come a future month transaction is going to be posted today itself, right? So logically, if you have a look, the mistake is of his case. So even SAP will not allow. Why? Because this September means what, guys? It is 6th period. So once you are going to post the transactions, immediately system is found that no, only August is open, so it is not possible. Now, so what I said, we'll come back on our things. Now here, since 25th of July, right? 25th of July. So 4th period is going to be open by management, and Mr. A is going to post the transactions happily. Okay, the transaction will be posted. So I'll just do one thing, guys. So this is what I was explaining, that we are having control. Which control, guys? Posting period variant control, the posting of transactions for a specific period. Okay, posting of transactions for a specific period. Now, and period 1, okay, this is already I have explained, right? Means if it is calendar year, then January will be the first period. If it is non-calendar year, let's suppose if we follow April to March, then April is the first period. Now here, so I will just do one thing, guys. Let me log in. And we'll define a posting period variant, and we'll open and close the period. Okay, so here, how to define posting period variant, guys? To define the posting period variant, use transaction code OBBO. Okay, this is the transaction code we are using. In configuration document, I'll be giving path and everything will be there, don't worry. So now click on new entry, and as I said, posting period variant, I'm going to give TM02 itself. Even this is our company code also. So if we use the same code, then it will be quite easy to remember these all things. That is the only logic. Okay, here you can give certain descriptions. Just press enter. Nothing else. Save it. Press enter. Since the changes are going to be saved on the same transport request. Now, what next, guys? This posting period variant we have created for data motor. So how the system will come to know? For that we have to make the assignment. We have to assign this posting period variant with your company code. So how to assign? /NOV-BP is the transaction code. Okay, OBBO for creation and BP for posting. Sorry, for assignment. So here, click on position, give your company code, and then look at here. This is your company code, right? So which variant we are going to assign? TM02. Just save it. So we have created a posting period variant and assignment has been done. Now what to do, guys? Open and close the posting period. Okay. So we'll do one thing. /NOB52. Press enter. And now here I have explained in very simplest way, right? Posting period variant, from period, year, to period, year. But if you have a look, guys, if you have a look, here the conditions are quite different, right? I will let you know, don't worry. Don't worry at all. It's quite easy. Nothing is there in that to understand. First of all, what you have to do, you select 0001, this first one. Select this one and click on copy. Okay. Easily, in the easiest way we are going to understand. Okay. TM02. You know what is happening, guys? Give your TM02 and here account type plus. Okay, we are not going to do anything right now, just keep it as it is. Account type plus means it is going to allow all kind of accounts. From period, from account and to account, don't give anything, leave it blank as it is. Now from period 1. So here we are going to, let's suppose if it is 5th period, then give 5th period. 2019 year is okay. 2 period is also 5th period 2019. This is the special posting period, guys. Right now we are not going to give a special posting period, as I told you guys that there will be a separate session. I'll share later once I share the interview question and answer. So there you will be having a perfect understanding of this. But right now we are going to keep it blank. Press enter. So this is our posting period variant. Okay. Now, so as I said, like here from period 2. Here what we have specified, here people have specified, like earlier it was special posting period was specified, but this logic you will come to know later. Now there is one more use of this, guys. First of all, you save it, Control S. Okay, there is one more logic, and what is the logic of this from period 2, that I will tell you. Now here what we have done, this is our posting period variant. Okay, this TM02. From period 1 means like from period in the sense 5th period 2019 to also 5th period 2019. What does it mean, guys? It means only August is open. Only August is open. Now let's suppose this A is there, and again the same thing. Still he has not posted. The transactions belong to July. Okay, and his friend is there, B. This he is having a friend B, and this fellow forgotten to post a transactions which belong to 22nd of June. Okay, this guy has forgotten to post a transactions which belongs to 22nd of June. Now what is happening, guys? This B is going to admit his mistake to his friend that, yeah, I have forgotten to post a transactions which belongs to June month. Then A is going to say that, then what is the solution? Now what is the solution, guys? Then he'll say that, no, I have to visit, I'll have to accept my mistake to the in front of TL or whoever the authorized person is there, so that they will open the period. June means what, guys? June means which period? If you see here, June is your 3rd period. So now this fellow will say that I am going to admit this, and so that 3rd period will be open. Okay, and once it is open, I'll post my transactions. Now look at here, this fellow is quite clever. Now he thought Okay, that if he has already made the mistake and is going to accept this, then why it's, for me it's better to wait and watch, because once he approach, and for him, once the third period is going to be open, then immediately this person will be able to post the transaction in the fourth period also, because from period 3 and fifth to period fifth in the sense 5, it means 3, 4 and 5, all three are open. Okay, here I'll just do one thing here. From period 3, I'll save it. What is happening from period 3 and to period 5? It means third period is also open, fourth period is also open, and fifth period is also open. So what will happen? This B will be able to post the transactions. Okay, posting possible, and even A also will be able to post the transactions. Okay, so this B has approached to the management, accepted the mistake, saying that kindly open third period. Now, whoever the guy is having, whichever guy is having this authorization, that fellow is also quite clever, and he knows that there are some guys, might be they have forgotten to post the transactions in the previous period, in the sense July month. These fellows are not coming to me. Okay, once I open the third period, what will happen? Those fellow, what they are going to do, guys? Cleverly, they are going to post the transactions. Now, then what is happening? This person is quite clever, and in from period 1, look at here, fifth period is open. It will be as it is. Now this fellow is going to open the third period here, 2019, and again third period here, 2019. Now look at here, guys. This is how he has opened the period. So only August is open and June is open, but where is July, guys? There is no July. So what will happen? This fellow is quite happy because he posted the transactions. If A is trying to post the transactions, system is finding that 7th means, in the sense July means fourth period. So system is going to check, okay, against TM02 in from period 1, what is there? 5th, in the sense August, right? Then we are having one more period which is open in from period 2, so that is also third only. Where is fourth? Fourth is not there, so it means this fellow will not be able to post the transactions. Then what will happen? Again, he also has to approach to the management, accepting the mistake, and then what will happen? Management can open anywhere. Like, let's suppose if third is, if Mr. B has confirmed that he has done the posting, because 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes are more than enough to post the transactions, right? Then what is happening? Fourth period is also going to be open. It means third is closed and fourth period has been open. And this is the current period which is already open. Okay, this is the benefit. This is the another benefit of from period 2, guys. Even sometime what is happening? Consultant will have this responsibility. In some of the organizations, what is happening? Consultant also will have this, like they will open and close the period. Generally, this is going to be given to the end user itself. But if you, as a consultant team, if you are having this, like authorizations and all, then if your user says that keep the current period as it is and open the third period or open the second period, then what we are going to do, guys? Second period means here we are going to open. It means August is open and May month is open. In between, whatever the other periods are there, that is not open. So this is the logic behind this, guys. There is a logic behind this of this from period 2. Okay, let's suppose here 3. Let me save it. Okay. So now what is happening? This fellow is only able to post the transaction. He is unable to post. So now once he approaches the management has opened the fourth period. Okay, because if third is done, in the sense B has done with the transactions, then third period is closed and fourth is open. If B is still using or posting, then here third period is going to be open from here, or is here itself we can make it 3 to 5. Okay, so now anyway, these all things are possible. Now I'll do one thing, guys. I'll delete. Okay, there is one more thing, guys, that I have to explain. Okay, what I have to explain, I'll tell you. Now let's suppose, okay, now let's suppose 3 friends are there. This A, B, and one more guy is there, C. Okay, try to understand, guys, this is quite interesting topic. Okay, and all three what, guys, all three are close friend, and everyone has made one mistake. This A forgotten to post a transactions which belongs to previous period, 25th of July. This guy forgotten to post a transactions which also belongs to previous period also, and this fellow also forgotten to post the transactions which belongs to previous period itself. Different dates are there, guys, but if we talk about the period is same, right? And okay, so since all three are quite close friend, so what is happening? Let's suppose this A during, like, let's suppose they went somewhere to cafeteria, and A has revealed his mistake before this B and C, and saying that I have done a very big mistake and I forgotten to post the transactions which belongs to previous period. Now if I go to management, if I go to my team lead, definitely this fellow is going to scold me like anything, because previously also I have made a similar mistake, and I promise that this mistake will not happen going forward. Okay, so, and even the same kind of things have been done by B and C also, but these people just kept quiet. They didn't utter even a single word. Okay, though they have also made the similar mistake. So now what is happening? A is saying these things. These people say that yes, you must have to accept your mistake, and you just request him to open the period, and whenever it is getting open, just kindly inform us. Okay, or is anyway all are sitting side by side only, so anyway they will come to know if it is open. Now what is happening? So this A approached the management, TL or manager, whoever is there, authorized person, accepted the mistake, whatever lecture they have to give, they have already given, and then after that what is happening? The period is going to be open. Okay, but here once again the fellow who is going to open this previous period, okay, once again the person who is going to open the previous period, again this person might be that what they're going to do, he or she, whoever the authorized person is there, may realize that okay, there might be some other guys also who has made the similar mistake. Those people are not coming to me, right? Only this guy has come. Now what this person is going to do, then fourth period is going to open. Okay, fourth period is going to open. Okay, and here generally I guess this fourth period is supposed to be open here, guys, and fifth period is supposed to be open here. Okay, this fourth period supposed to be open here and fifth here, but anyway I'm putting an example itself. Okay, now so leave it. Now fifth period I have opened here. Now fourth period has been opened by the authorized person. At the same time, this fellow is going to keep one authorization group here. This fellow is going to keep one authorization group, that is XYZ. And what is the use of this authorization group, guys? This XYZ authorization group against that, the person who is going to open this period is going to link. Okay, actually in that, like I'll tell you guys, this is not 100% done by functional consultant. Even there will be involvement of technical consultant also, guys, basis consultant. I'm just going to explain the logic. Okay, whenever you receive such requirements and all, you must have to involve your basis consultant also, because certain rules are supposed to be there, which is going to be assigned with the user IDs and all, and those authorizations will be there with the basis consultant. But I'm trying to explain this scenario in the simplest way, so that whenever if you have such requirement, this is quite easy. Once you invite your basis consultant, they are going to provide you solution within a second. That yes, what to do, you raise a request, I'm going to do these things and these things, so this is going to be done. Now, so you just try to understand this scenario. So what is happening, as I said, like A has approached with the management, realized the mistake, accepted the mistake. Now management, what management has done, they are going to open the previous period, fourth period. They have not done anything here in the from period 1. It is the current period is open. Previous period open here, but management has assigned one authorization group also. Let's suppose any code, 4-digit, 3-digit, 2-digit code can be. So this authorization group XYZ, and against this authorization group, let's suppose this user ID is mapped. Okay, or inside of this. Okay, so here the user ID is mapped against this one. Okay, now here, what is happening? Whenever A is going to post the transaction, system will allow. System will allow. Why? Because 07. 07 means July. July equals to what? Fourth period. System is going to check. Fifth is open, it's okay, but even fourth is also open. Okay, but system is going to see that against fourth we have applied a condition. Okay, against fourth we have applied a condition. Here we have given authorization group saying that one authorization group is assigned. What does it mean, guys? For this one we have applied a condition that against this authorization group, whichever user IDs are linked, those people only will be having option to post the transactions. And which user ID is linked, guys? A user ID is there, so A will be allowed. At the same time, if B and C is going to post the transaction, again system is going to check fourth period. Yes, it is open here, right? But authorization group is there, XYZ. But against this authorization group, B and C user ID is missing. Let's suppose there is no assignment of these people, in the sense like these people are not having authorizations. Okay, guys, in that, like if you talk about practically, of course certain differences are there, but I have just created a very easiest scenario so that you guys will be able to understand, and you will come to know that yes, these scenarios are having in SAP, and it is this kind of controls are there in the posting period variant. This is why I'm just explaining by quoting this stories and all. Okay, so now what is happening? This B and C, let's suppose these people are not having authorizations, because what is happening, guys? Here we found that only one user ID is mapped. Okay, these people, these two user IDs, but these two user IDs are missing here. So what will happen? These people are not allowed. They are not allowed. Now they will be also surprised. How come it possible that his friend is able to post the transaction in the same period, but we are unable to? So even such kind of control is also there in SAP, guys. So now you can look. This is one example itself are given here, and that too still we are in beginning, in the sense we have started our journey. We are having lots of topic, guys. We are having lots of control in SAP, which will be explained one by one, because lots of topics are yet to discuss, right? Lots of topics are remain. Okay, so now look at here what kind of control is there. Now what will happen? Even these fellow also has to approach to the whoever the authorized person is there to open and close this period, and they also have to accept the mistake. Then what will happen, guys? Then these two user ID also will come into picture, okay, against this authorization group. Like let's suppose B and C is also mapped, okay. So what will happen? Even these people also will be able to post the transactions against this post period. Okay, if you talk about this posting period variant, guys, there are some more things in this, right? But I think since we are like we have done the configurations and that too not complete configurations, right? And I think we are having like let's suppose still we have to do some more configurations to post the transactions. Okay, so now there are some more things, guys, which will come into picture later. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so now later in the sense in the further what to say, lots of configurations we have to do. We have to post the transactions and all. So there are certain things, there are certain logic which you guys will come to know. Okay, and even in interview question and answer segment also I have given some explanations. Why? Because posting period variant means what, guys? It is having control account wise also. Here plus means all account type is going to be, you know, like what to say, allowed for the transaction posting. But if you talk about account type, we are having customer, we are having vendor, we are having GL, we are having assets, we are having materials and all. So right now, since those things are not into picture at all, so I'm not going to explain those things right now. Okay, but whatever things I have explained here, this is also quite exclusive, guys, because if you talk about the only creation of posting period variant, matter of 1 minute, even less than that, within 30 seconds also we can do this, right? In 30 seconds also we can do this, but what is happening, guys? Let me delete this. Okay, but understanding is the most important. Creation doesn't important, guys. Look at here, in one single topic how many things are there, right? And still there are some more things, as I said, will be explained later. Now I have to explain one more thing. Okay, make it 2019 here. Okay, and save it. Now what is happening? So look at here, guys. Now if you talk about, so this is fifth period. In the same way, we are having this till December. December means ninth period, right? Ninth period 2019. Okay, it's okay. Now if you talk about January, January is falling. I'm talking about now. I'll explain about the year shift once again. In the previous session, what I did, guys, I told that I'll quote again example. So what is happening, guys? In here, January month means what? If you look at here, January month means 10th period. So 10th period we are going to open. 10th period of which financial year, guys? Even though we says 2019-20, but what is the actual financial year? It is 2019 itself, which is going to be ended in the March 2020. Till March 2020, our 2019 will be there. Okay, and from April 1st onwards, what is happening, guys? The 2020 is going to be started. Okay, battery is low. Okay, so now in April 1st April 2020 onwards, 2020 financial year is going to be started. So we are in 2019 until 31st March 2020 also we will be having in 2019 itself. So now here 10th means January 2019. Let's suppose we have opened 10th period 2019. Okay. So we have given this one. 10th. If you are going to post a transaction in 10th period, okay, if you are going to post a transaction on 10th period, what will be the date, guys? It will be like, let's suppose on 5th of January 05 10 2020. This is the date we are going to give. So now here how system is going to identify, right? 10th period, but year is 2020, right? So here, of course, for that we are having, let me open, I'll show you guys. It's quite simple. OB29 for fiscal year variant. Yesterday I covered this topic, fiscal year variant. So come back to fiscal year variant, guys, and we'll have a look here. Just wait, it's taking some time. Okay, so our fiscal year variant is what? It is T2. And double click on periods. So look at here, guys. Now what is happening? If we post on which date, actually it is not 10th, guys. I have made a mistake. It is supposed to be 01. Okay, 5th of Jan. Okay, 5th of Jan. Now, so let's suppose this is the posting date. So once you post this, now here system, how system will come to know? Now this is January. January belongs to 2020, right? So how system is going to? So here first period means what, guys? How system is going to count? First period means first month. Which period? 10th period. System is going to have a look. 10th period is open. But 10th period for which year, guys? 2019 itself. But here what year we have given, guys? Here year we have given 2020. So system will be confused. Now look at here, guys. Here we have also specified year shift. Year shift means what, guys? We are year shift. Look at here, shifting means like you can change, you can say like change, right? So what we have given an instruction to the system that yes, first month in the sense January is the 10th period, but if you talk about year, then what system has to do? Whatever the current year is there, -1. So system will come to know. Generally, it is not 2020, it is 2020 -1, 2019. So 10th January means 10th period of 2019. So system is going to check here. Yes, 10th period of 2019 is open, right? Look at here, 10th period of 2019 is open. This is the logic behind year shift. If we talk about year shift, guys, this is the logic behind year shift. Okay, 10th period of 2019. If we are going to post, let's suppose we are having 02nd 2020. Let's suppose we are in February 2020. We are going to post a transaction, right? February means what, guys? Now system is going to check. February means second period. Second month means what, guys? It is 11th period for us. So system is going to check 11th period is open or not. Let's suppose we have opened 11th period is open. Okay. Now what? But in year it is showing 2019. Here in transaction, what is happening, guys? It is 2020. So again, look at here in front of February. In front of February, we have given year shift -1. So what does it mean? Even though at the time of posting of transactions in posting date it is 2020, but actually what system has to do? What is it? 2020 -1. 2020 -1, it means 2019. So here system is going to check that 11th 2019 is open or not. Yes, it is open. System is going to. So this is the exact use of year shift, guys. Year shift, generally what is happening? It is always going to be used in case of non-calendar year. Okay, and year shift means what, guys? Year shift means either it could be specified in minus or plus in both cases. Try to understand this. It is going to specify in the form of minus or in the form of plus. If I say like here -1, instead of -1, if you give -2, then what will happen, guys? Then what will happen here? Let's suppose we have posted these transactions 01 2020. So 2020 system is going to decrease -2. -2 means system will treat this 2020 as a 2018 itself. Okay, but generally in practical we are not going to give -2. I've just quoted an example, it will be -1. Okay, so this is the use of year shift, guys. Year shifts are going to be used for what, guys? For calculation of actual financial year. Actual financial year, what is happening? Because in non-calendar year, you have to say in non-calendar year, certain portion of the month, certain portion of the periods are falling in a different year. Okay, even though we are in 2019, but one quarter, in the sense January, February and March, the last quarter is falling in a different year. So once we open the posting period, then what is happening, guys? We have to specify the year also. We have to specify the year also. So in actual posting date, what is happening, guys? It will be showing a different year, but the period which we have opened, in that the year is different. So how system will be able to coordinate? So we have given year shift here. Year shift means whatever like posting date is there in that, whichever year is there in that, system is going to reduce one, and this is how system will be able to identify the actual year. So this is the logic, guys. Year shift, you have to say, if somebody is going to ask what do you mean by year shift and all, then you have to say that year shift is going to be specified for non-calendar year. It could be specified in terms of minus, in terms of plus. And if you're going to say that it is going to be specified in terms of minus and plus, of course, people will ask, can you quote one example? So minus, I have already given, right? Minus, I have already given. If you talk about plus, I'll tell you guys, let's suppose we are having like 2019 is going to be started. If you talk about 2019, then as per calendar year, it is going to be started from Jan. Okay, calendar year. Non-calendar year, it is going to be like if it is April to March, so it is going to be started from April. Now let's suppose, so 2019, and it is going to be ended till 31st, right? Now let's suppose if there is a country where October 2018, from October onwards itself, again non-calendar year, from October 2018 itself, they are saying that our new year is started. It means October 2018 is over. In the sense September 2018 is over. October will be treated as a new year. So October 2018, it means 01/10/2018. Okay. This is going to be like, let's suppose they are following what, guys? They are following October to September. Okay, October to September. It means October 2018, first of October, okay, until 30th of September, right? So October is falling in 2018, and this September is falling in 2019, right? Okay, so now here, this is the fiscal year. Okay, so it means October 2018 itself, there 2019 started, in the sense new fiscal year started. Now what will happen in that case? So here 1, 2, 3, 4, everything is okay, but here the period is going to be changed. Okay, where is the October, guys? This one, October, November. So here onwards, first, then second, then third, and then what, guys? Then it will be fourth period and fifth period, sixth period, and here better to give 0. Okay, sixth, then here we are having 7th, 8th, 9, 10, 11, and 12. September 2019 is the last period of that particular this one. So now here what is happening, guys? October onwards. Okay, so where is that? Okay, here it is 3, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So October is the first period. So now what is happening? Even though if you talk about, let's suppose 1st of October. Okay, so what is happening, guys? 1st of October means the period is 10th as per calendar year, but as per non-calendar year, this is first period. So here what is happening, guys? First period is supposed to be open. Okay, but we are saying 2019 because October onwards 2019 is starting, but in actual posting date, which year is there? 2018. So how system is going to count this 2018 as 2019? So here in SAP we are going to give year shift plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so it means 2018, October 2018, right? Plus 1 means system will be able to identify 2019. October, then November, then December. Till December, we need to give this plus 1 plus 1. And from January onwards, already we have entered in 2019, right? So only system has to read out. Let's suppose if it is 1st January 2019. So system is going to read out the period 01. 01 means what, guys? 01 means what period? And year, no issues because 2019 is there, and here we are going to open for 2019 to 2019, right? So this is how what is happening, guys. Year shift is going to function. I think if you watch this video once and twice, easily you guys will be able to understand. I'll tell you sometime what happens. People will ask, what is the logic behind year shift? Okay, you're not getting any definitions. It's okay, not in the source, but even you can make the interview or you can explain the things by quoting the example also. If you are going to put a perfect example, of course people will come to know that you're having a perfect understanding. Okay, and if you have perfect understanding, they can check your knowledge by giving a different examples also. So if you're having understanding, you will be able to understand the question, and if you're able to understand the question, you will be able to explain the answers also. Okay, so try to understand the concepts which I am explaining here. Okay, till now what we have done, guys, till now in basic settings I have created fiscal year variant, I have created posting period variant. Only two settings we have done. Now look at here, it's a matter of 2 minutes, or even if I have to do within 1 minute, I can complete both settings, creation and assignments, let's suppose, or max to max 2 minutes, let's suppose. How many sessions it has taken, guys? Completely 2 hours plus. In the previous session also it was cross 1 hour, and here in posting period also already, look at here, this much time it has taken. Okay, it's almost going to be 1 hour 20 minutes or something. So now, so this is the logic behind year shift, guys. Okay, what is this year shift all about? If somebody is going to ask what definition you are going to, what to say, explanations you are going to give us in a simplest way, I have already explained, so that in the form of interview question and answers, that I'll give you. That's everything is yours only, right? Nothing to be worried about. But here the understanding is the most important, instead of mugging up the question and answers, right? If you're having a perfect understanding here, then whichever the questions and answers I'm going to share to you guys later, that is going to be quite easy, because you just have to look on the answers. Answers means what, guys? I have arranged all the sentences in a systematic way, right? So this is how you guys will be able to give a very perfect answers with some suitable examples and all, right? So now what I have covered here, I have covered this posting period variant. Okay. I was supposed to, I wanted to cover other topics also, but again, in posting period variant itself, it has taken this much time, isn't it? So, okay, guys. Now, okay. So, okay, we'll close this session here itself. Okay. So that's all in this session, and that's all for today.